Okay, let's talk about Genesis 19 and Judges 19, two parallel stories. To get into Genesis 19, we need to back up a few scriptures to talk about Abraham, who, by the way, sired two different people nations, one through his wife, that was Isaac, and one through his wife's servant, and that was Ishmael. Go biblical marriage. He's talking to God about not destroying Sodom. If God will find 50 righteous people, he will not destroy Sodom. Then it's down to 40. Then Abraham talks him down to 20, then down to 10. Because God never changes God's mind, other scriptures tell us. So let's go to 19. God sends two angels, I guess, to inspect the city for these 10 righteous people because God is not omniscient. Yeah, okay. So the angels come, Lot is waiting for them and says, come to my house. He feeds them. Then there's a bang on the door. All the men from every quarter, both young and old, because everybody there is of that persuasion, preachers will tell you, and say, bring the men out that we might have with them. And Lot says, don't do this vile thing. Sends his two virgin daughters out and says, have your way with them. The men call Lot an alien because Sodom is a Canaanite city, and Lot, of course, is not of that persuasion. And the daughters go back inside. The men start pounding on the door. The angels stricken the men with blindness. So the men are out of the picture, no longer a threat. The angels say, God is going to destroy the city. We need to get you out. Lot does not want to go. They grab the family, two daughters, the wife, and Lot, and physically drag them out of the city and say, get out, go to the hills. Lot wants to go to Zoar. The angels say, okay, there's actually 5 cities here, not just Sodom and Gomorrah. Zoar is one of them. They go to Zoar. We know Lot's wife looks back, turns into a pillar of salt. We'll find out later why she's no longer needed. So it's just the 3 of them now, the 2 daughters and Lot. Okay, let's leave them and go to Judges 19. We have a Levite and his concubine. Go biblical marriage. They're leaving in the afternoon from Bethlehem and going to Jerusalem. They are not going to make it. So instead of stopping in an alien village or town of the Jebusites, he wants to go to Gibeah, a Benjamite town, one of the tribes of Israel. And they are taken in by a man who feeds them, shows hospitality, and all of a sudden, bang, bang, bang at the door to the men of the town. Now these are Benjamites. These are of that tribe. And they say, bring out these men that we might have with them. Same exact sentence from Genesis 19. And the man says, don't do this vile thing to, So 2 women are pushed out. The concubine and the man of the house's virgin daughter. Have your way with these 2 women instead. So the concubine, for some reason, is the only one that gets essayed all night long. In the morning, the Levite finds his concubine on the floor. He says, get up, let's go home. She does not answer because she is dead. He puts her on his donkey, takes her home, cuts her up into 12 pieces and sends 1 piece to each of the 12 areas of Israel, which I think means the 12 tribes. And there is a reckoning for this story, for the inhospitality that is shown him. There's representatives from the 11 tribes and 400,000 soldiers. They take this very seriously, and they wreak havoc on this town of Gibeah, and they almost decimate the tribe of Benjamin, but they know that they can't. They need the tribe to go on, so they leave enough to keep the tribe going. Enough men, but not enough women, so they have to find virgins for the men to keep the tribe going. You can read about that whole thing at the end of Judges. It's disgusting. Go biblical marriage. But let's go back to Lot and his 2 daughters that we left in Genesis. So they left Zoar and went to the caves in the hills, like the angel said, And the two daughters decided they need to keep the lineage going. So they are going to get their aging father, Lot, drunk on wine. Where they got the wine, I don't know. I guess they took money and got it at Zoar. And they got their father drunk enough to perform, but not drunk enough to remember what he did. So on 2 consecutive nights, one laid with her father the one night, and the second daughter laid with her father the second night. Both got pregnant, but Lot doesn't remember doing this. The Bible does not condemn it. And the end of the chapter is just the names of the 2 sons, and that they were the start of the kingdoms of the Moabites and the Ammonites. And the only condemnation is that these 2 territories are enemies of Israel in later chapters, in later books, 2 Kings, and I think the other one is Judges. I might be wrong on that. So anyway, there you have it. It's not the story we're told. It's not about passion. It's not about going to the club and finding someone to love. It's about, the Levite says in the reckoning with the 400,000 soldiers and the representatives, they killed my concubine and they meant to kill me, which is what the men in Sodom were going to do to the angels. So, yeah, it's not what you've been told. It's not what pastors have told you. So take that to your Sunday school class, put it on your flannel graph, and if you need to cut the concubine into 12 pieces and put it on the flannel board, here's a pair of scissors.